All right, people, what's up, everyone, and welcome to another video. And this is going to be a very impromptu video game collection video. I haven't done a lot of these recently. I mean, we'll forget that I just did one like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. It was the PSVR collection, which not many people watch, which I was not surprised by, but whatever. And I have a feeling the same thing's going to happen here. But I looked up and saw the heavens, and the heavens told me, do a Game Boy Advance complete in box collection. And I was like, sure. No, I'm just kidding. I looked up and I saw literally my collection's right there. Right above my camera is a shelf. And right above that camera is a shelf, and that's where all my Game Boy Advance games are. So, we're here to do only complete games. If it's loose, if it has just a manual, if it's in one of those like printed out cases, which I do, then it does not count. It has to be complete in box, with the exception of one that I just want to shout out because I think it'd be funny. But everything here is complete in box, manual, cart, with the exception of a couple. A couple of these don't have manuals. They have the box at least. All right, so not complete in box. Mostly complete in box. I'm not going to call that video. There's like two that don't have the manuals. I'll point them out when we get to it. But let's get to it. Let's go. This is very impromptu. Before we get started with the games, though, I might as well show this. I do have a complete in box GBA SP. I'm a big GBA guy. SP was one of my favorite consoles growing up, and the red one was the one I had. I had a blue one to begin with, and then it got stolen. And let's just say I got a red one in place of that stolen blue one. I don't want to go down that path. There was a lot of blood. There was a lot of guts. I don't want to say what happened. People might be hurt, but I got my, the GBA SP wasn't the only thing red that day. Anyway, it was actually a silver one, but it was covered in red. This is a stupid video. Let's get to it. Here, I'm gonna put it right here so you always see it. Kinda move. You piece of shit controllers that don't work, and I still can't play my PSVR 2. There you go. Anyway, you already see it here, so let's just start with this. Advance Wars, baby. Just completed this. Got a box and a manual for this. If you don't know, I've been going ham on the GBA collection recently. Love GBA. It's one of my favorite consoles ever. So I had to start collecting for them even more whenever I get the what's the word I'm looking for? The vibe, not the vibe, but when I get the itch, I guess, let's say, the itch for collecting a certain console, I have to go crazy with it because I know if I do, I'll get good deals because I always look for good deals. And I got a good deal on this. I had the game already. The box itself, I think I got for $40 with the manual. So good deal. And it's a really good, like, I'm looking for like really nice looking copies for the most part. I don't want no banged up boxes. The crease here and there is fine. I just want it to look really nice on the shelf, and this is a really nice box, so shout out. It's really good. So there you go. That's the first one. And of course, I already had Advance Wars 2. Like, I got this in a bundle of boxes I bought at one point. For super, super cheap. I think I paid $50 and I got like a bunch of GBA boxes. This is like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but this is one of them. So hell yeah. If I remember, wait, let me look. I think I still have one of those other games. I think the other boxes I either got rid of, or no, I have two of those other games. We'll get to them. Anyway, next is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, which is a game I played a lot when I was a kid. Never finished. Wait, did I finish 1 and 2? I don't remember. I got really far in both of them. This one, like, I bought the box only for like $20. This one has like someone's name written on it. I don't know. Actually, maybe I should show that because it looks like it's the full name. But it says 1227, so I don't know what that means. But I think someone used this box, like someone was like writing a note down because it looks like someone's name and maybe birthday or something like that. I'm not gonna say the name. I can't. It looks like Rory. Yo, shout out, or maybe Roy. I can't say. It looks like R-O and then a Y. So maybe Rory. I can't say that word. R-O-R-Y. I can't. It's in the whatever. What's it called? Script. Whatever. That's not a Game Boy Advance game. I don't know why that's in there. Well, I'll shout it out anyway. Pokemon Yellow. So there you go. And this one is like one of the only boxes I have that's really messed up. But I got this for like super cheap, like $10 on OfferUp. Then the Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, still looks pretty good, so kept it in the collection. I am on the look for a better box though, but not bad. Next is Dragon Ball Z: The Legacy of Goku, which is a game that I don't think has a cardboard tray. Oh no, it has one of those. This is one. Yeah, this is all right. So this is one of those games that has like the already inserted thing, and also it has no manual. So this is one of the few games I don't have the manual for, which is weird because think you can get a manual for this for like only a few bucks. So maybe I should complete it. I'm still on the lookout for Legacy of Goku 2, which is a much better game in my opinion. And Boo's Fury, all great games, childhood games. I'll just show all these together. We got Super Mario Advance. Let's show this one. Super Mario Advance 2 and Super Mario Advance 4, which is Mario 3. So, got those three. I don't have Super Mario Advance 3, which is Yoshi's Island, yet, but I'm on the lookout for that. Yo, shout out to my boy Adrian. He sent me this a few years ago. Butt Ugly Martians, BKM, right? BKM Battles, Butt Kicking Martian Battles. I even kept the sticker on there. He got it for $8 new. You know, that's a good deal. Great game, I'm sure. Great series. BKM. BBKM. Fantastic. God, I get goosebumps every time I think about it. Anyway, next, Spyro 2 Season of Flame. Flames or Flame? Yeah, Flame. This one I might actually get rid of soon because I kind of want to condense the collection. Only essentials, so, you know, like Butt Kicking Martians. That one is essential. But I can't really think of anything else I want to get rid of. So it'll feel weird for me just to sell this and that's it. Because everything else is like shit I definitely want in my collection. So maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. These games are pretty good. Like the Crash games are pretty good on here. And when Spyro and Crash did their like little combo games, it wasn't a combo game. It was like, what was that, like orange, red, or something like that? They were trying to do that. It's like Season of Flame, but then Crash had a thing too. It was like orange something. I remember those games being pretty fun. This game was fun too. I remember playing it when I was a kid. But anyway, I think I got this like, I forgot where I got this from. This might have been like a gift by somebody. I don't remember. I'm sorry. If it was, shout outs if you gave it to me. Let me show this real quick. This is the box only, but I wanted to show it anyway. Shout outs to Shrek 2, Beg for Mercy. Shout outs to DK Oldies. I bought this from them recently to test out how bad of a condition this will be, even though they said it was supposed to be in good condition. I mean, it's not terrible. It was $8 too. So this is not a game that I actually own. It's just a box. So shout out to that though. Here, I'm going to separate that actually. Just wanted to show it off. One of my favorite GBA games, and one of my favorite Harvest Moon games too, is Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town. They just did a remake of this not too long ago, which was great. I didn't complete it, but I got like 30, 40 hours into it, and I really liked what I played. And it reminded me how much I love Harvest Moon back in the day. So that game, of course, is called Story of Seasons now. There's a new one coming out, which is about A Wonderful Life, which is my second favorite Harvest Moon game. This one I just played so much of when I was a kid. Love this game. So I had to get this complete. This is actually my second copy. I just bought this recently. Someone was selling it for like $60 in great condition with the game and the manual and everything. But I already had the game loose. So I was like, ooh, cool. So I just sell maybe the game in here and keep my copy. They both work, but I had my copy for years. It wasn't my original copy, but I've had that copy since probably 2015, 16. So I don't know. I've had it for a longer time, so it feels a little bit more, there's a little bit more of a emotional connection there. All right. I also went really ham on, and I'm not done yet. All right. The ham is not done yet, but I went crazy when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh games on GBA because I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan when I was a kid. Pretty much right when like GX got to be a thing is when I stopped. Like Elemental Heroes, I got into Elemental Heroes and all that stuff, the Yu-Gi-Oh GX stuff, and then like I would say maybe a year after it started becoming a thing, I stopped playing. So I don't know almost anything about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Like honestly, if I know the rules for the most part, I would be able to really I would be able to play a game if you gave me old cards, but shit, any new rules, I'm fucked. But I always wanted all the GBA Yu-Gi-Oh games. I only had maybe 4 growing up. And right here, I have 8 of them. So let me show you all 8 I bought in the last little while. Because I think I had 2 of these before I went crazy on the GBA collection hunting. But anyway, One game I owned back in the day, and I have it again. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duel of Soul, which is a great one. This is, I think, the first one on GBA, too. So that was a great one. My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, I love this one. I don't care what anybody says. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. This game's amazing. I love it. I love it. And look at that. Look at this box. This is like a little dent right here. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it right there. But look at this box. Dude, the GBA boxes were nice. I don't care what anybody says. They're so nice. I don't think anybody ever refutes that, but still. This is one I actually did buy, but I didn't have for too long because I didn't like it. But I did have it when I was a kid. Dungeon Dice Monsters, of course, that's a completely different type of Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I remember when they tried to make this a big thing. It just did not work out. Yeah, I did have this technically, but when I say 4 games, I mean those are the 4 that I had and I kept and I liked. This one I didn't. I want to say I sold this at a yard sale. Which, I mean, I bought this recently for $40. So, I mean, whatever. I probably sold it for like $5 though as a kid. So, just thinking about all the games I sold that had that were games that would be of pretty good value now for like no money, just upsets me. Like I remember I sold pretty much a brand new copy. Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, what was that Yu-Gi-Oh game? The PS2 one that there was like a board. It was like a board game almost. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. Something Roses. I remember getting that game. I begged my mom to buy that game, and she did. Didn't like it. Sold it for $5 at a yard sale like a week later. And she was not happy. She asked how much I sold it for. I was like, I think I told her 10. I think she was pissed. Anyway, this one I've only heard. Have I played this? I'm not sure. I heard this is a terrible game. I'm going to believe them, but this was like super cheap, like $20 complete in box, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Destiny Board Traveler. I've heard that one's terrible, but had to get it. Now we got all of the worldwide edition World Championships or whatever the hell, or something like that. Yeah. Well, we got the World Championships edition. We have Worldwide edition. This is World Championship, so this is probably not a part of the same series. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide edition, Stairway to the Destined Duel. This one has a kind of messed up, like really crunched in box, but for the most part everything else looks good. I should mention I don't have any of the cards for these games, by the way. So some of them you can get for pretty cheap. Some of them are a little harder to find, but yeah. So we got the what did I say? World Championship games. We got 2004 right here. There you go. This is one I had when I was a kid too. Really like that one. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory. I just got this box like a day ago as of recording this video, so I should be showing the box conditions. I'm sorry, I'm not. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters World Championship Tournament 2006, which is, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX time, which is crazy to see that was like 2005, 2006 era. That's crazy. And that's it for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So I had Worldwide Edition, I had Eternal Duel of Souls, Sacred Cards is awesome. And I want to say maybe it was just 3 games actually, because I had 7 Trials to Glory, but that was like close to when I stopped playing. And then this game I didn't have, but I will say there was the other Yu-Gi-Oh! GX game called shit, what was it called? I don't have that one yet. That one I did have, and I was like that one was really good. Academy something? Was it called Duel Academy? That's what it was called. That one was awesome. So that's the one I'm kind of thinking of actually. But so yeah, just 3 really. I had the Game Boy Color game also, and also the PS1 game that had like those funky rules that was just like you fuse shit, combine into monsters and shit. I don't know who fucking cares, which I loved. All right, last stack of games. We got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Love this game to death. This shit. Hey, I don't know what it was. I just bought this and a couple other games, and like in the span of a couple weeks, they're on Switch. So it's weird that this game I literally bought maybe 2 weeks before the Nintendo Direct that announced the GBA games, but this and then the next game were both put on Switch. So that's crazy. So Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. To be fair, I bought the box and manual for this also. I already had the game. And here's the other one, WarioWare Inc. Baby, I love this game. Just played it again, and God, it's so good. It's so much fun. It's a perfect like 2-hour game to play, and of course you can play it for as long as you want. Try to get high scores, see how fast you can go, whatever. This is such a perfect game, and it's another reason why I really disliked Get It Together, because I thought WarioWare Gold was great. I was like, yes, this is how you do it. And then I felt like Get It Together just didn't have, like, it just didn't have the WarioWare soul. That, like, WarioWare, if you're gonna make a WarioWare game in this day and age, it should be like a $20 download, and you should have like DLC packs every few months or something that has a bunch more mini games. You know, like $10 you get 200 more mini games or something like that. Maybe not that many, maybe 100. That I would totally buy that. The mini games are so much fun. They're all simple, but they're all fun to look at. Especially the boss mini games. They're great. Like, I don't know, it's great. And let's look at how nice this box is. See, look how good and colorful it is. Look, I love looking at this. It's just so nice. It's just so nice. So nice. Next is Lunar Legend, which is a game series that I really like. I've never finished a Lunar game, but like I'm looking at them right now. I have the PS1 Lunar games, the Eternal Blue Complete, and then Silver Star Story. This one I did play a good amount of when I was younger. I also played Lunar Dragon Song, which actually I think I finished that one. So I finished one Lunar game. I think at least. So Lunar Legend is one that yeah, I would recommend from what I remember, and it's Ubisoft published or maybe made. I don't even know. Gameplay on the game. Anyway, I have it. That was another game I got from that bundle, by the way, of a bunch of the boxes I mentioned earlier with Advance Wars 2. Here's another one, actually. Sword of Mana, or Mana, however you pronounce it. This one I played a lot of when I was a kid, too. I actually really like this game. I think this is one of the lesser of the Mana games, which the Mana series isn't really around anymore, but they keep remaking games and putting them in compilations and stuff, which is kind of cool. I would have thought because of like the Secret of Mana remake and Trials of Mana, and then the Legend of Mana just get like a remaster remake, and of course Collection of Mana, that we would get a new game by now. I don't think it got announced. Maybe it did. Yeah, I missed it. That would be kind of shitty. I've heard of all those other ones being announced, but a new Mana game not being something I hear about would be crazy. But Sword of Mana, no introduction. Doom. Fuck yeah. Of course I had to get Doom on GBA. This is a great port. This is a really good port. Now, it's rated T, of course, so, you know, I mean, that's sad. But it's a really good port. It doesn't look great on Game Boy Advance, but it plays very well. And I remember playing the shit out of this on the GBA. So, yeah, and this and Castle, the Wolfenstein one, which the Wolfenstein port's not good, but I remember still enjoying it as a kid. But, yeah, so not the best way to play Doom. At this point, you can play Doom on Switch, and it's like one of the best ways you can play. Or PC, obviously. You should probably play on PC, especially with all those mods. Yo, play with Brutal Doom. I never got around to it. I should play Brutal Doom. It's so good. Next is Klonoa, Empire of Dreams. Got this in a trade with a good friend. Shout outs. Yeah, this is an awesome one. I played this game all the time as a kid. This is the only Klonoa game back then that I played. Which is a shame because, like, I just started playing not just started, but a few months ago. I played the Klonoa collection that came out. I forgot what it was called. And I played the first game, and it was really good. It was really charming and nice. I liked it. But this game was great. Empire of Dreams. Now I need to get the tournament one, too. But this one's, like, when it comes to GBA games, I think this is one of my most valuable games. So, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I got some good stuff, but I think this one might be the most valuable. I think it's like a $200 to $300 game, something like that, maybe 200. Anyway, so last three we got Golden Sun. Sadly, has a sticker on it, which really sucks, but it looks good. Hey, it's a good looking box, that's for sure. I think this one doesn't have a manual, by the way. I should mention. It doesn't sound like it, but you wouldn't be able to tell really exactly if you shake it because it could just Yeah, I don't think it does. Anyway, so Golden Sun, don't have the second one, sadly, but Golden Sun 1 is fantastic, and guess what? It's coming to Game Boy Advance Switch. So, I meant to say Switch, but then I say Game Boy Advance. Guess what? This Game Boy Advance game, it's coming to Game Boy Advance. It's coming to Switch. Speaking of games that are on Switch already, that are GBA games, Breath of Fire 2, one of my favorite JRPGs ever. Played the shit out of this on GBA. I never really had it on SNES. At least I don't remember having it. I think I had the first game on SNES. Had this, the first game on something. I want to say I had it on GBA, but and 3 and 4. Love all the games. I never played Dragon Quarter. But I love this game. I really do. Like, I'm sure going back to it, it probably hasn't aged all that well, but love it. Love all the characters, gameplay. It's just it's a classic RPG, and I wish this fucking series would come back. I don't know if you can see, I actually have Breath of Fire, like, ads. That's a Breath of Fire ad, and that's a Breath of Fire 2 ad right there. So, you can kind of see the logo there. Right there. It's Breath of Fire 1, and there's Breath of Fire 2. They're advertising the GBA ports. I went to a convention where someone just like laminates those like magazine ads and stuff, and he was like 2 for $5, and I saw those two. I was like, I'll get those. Those are cool. So it's something unique in the collection. Breath of Fire 2. Got that from a retro shop for $50, by the way. I should mention, really good price. It's like a 200, like for 150. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, classic. I love this game. Never played the original Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, technically that's not true. I played a little bit of it, but I played the shit out of Advance. I love Advance. Great game. I hope we get that Final Fantasy Tactics remaster like Tactics Ogre got. That's been rumored and leaked and all that shit. But hey, this is a good game too. You can port this one over. Come on, Nintendo, put it on the Switch, bitch, bitch. You put it on the Switch. Anyway, oh, I should mention I also bought what did I buy? Oh, I bought Driver 2 on GBA. I haven't gotten it yet. So, like I said, this is a very impromptu collection update. Like, I'll show that game later. But I bought Driver 2 Advance because I don't know why. It's just a weird one to add to the collection. And I thought, hey, it was like super cheap too. And I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. That is that. All of my GBA inbox games. I know. Weird, but why not? I'm still doing that PS5 collection update soon, I think. But I don't know when. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Till next time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.